Hi friends! What if the way you show love isn't the way your partner feels loved? What if you pour your heart into cooking, cleaning, and doing things, but all they want is hug and a few simple words? Or you expect a romance at the flowers, and they showed up with a clean laundry instead? These relationships are beautiful, but also full of funny, touching, and sometimes confusing moments. So today, I will share some real stories and 3 key lessons I've learned as a Chinese wife in an intercultural marriage with my British husband. Let's get into it. Point 1. Love looks different. Actions versus words. You might feel love through doing things. Your partner may feel it through talking or just spending time together. When I first got married, I thought the best way to show love was through actions. Cooking, cleaning, making everything nice and cozy. And all of that was on top of my day job. I really thought the more I did for him, the more I was showing love. In my mind, love looked like effort. Busy hands, full plates, a warm, tidy home. Honestly, I was like a Michelin-star chef, a wife, a cleaner, a business partner, and a best friend, all rolled into one tiny human. Meanwhile, my husband, being very British, just wanted to sit, talk, and spend time together. In my mind, I was thinking, who is going to cook if we just sit and chat all evening? In his mind, he was thinking, who cares about the kitchen? I just want you here with me. We were both trying to show love, just in different ways. When I first came to the UK as a student, I lived on instant noodles and restaurant foods. But after starting a family, I missed the taste of fresh homemade food. Back then, British supermarkets didn't have many familiar ingredients I needed. So I started cooking from scratch for my own comfort and to share something special. At first, my husband had simple food rules. No spicy food, no fat, no skin, and no bones. Basically, food that tasted like safety. But slowly, I started secretly adding little changes. A bit of chili here, spicy pork there. Now, if dinner isn't spicy enough, he looks suspicious. At pork belly, he eats like a champion, especially my Chinese double-cooked pork belly. Soy milk? Still no. He says it tastes like cardboard. I also started experimenting. Thai curries, some Japanese and Korean dishes, Indian flavors, Malaysia chicken curry, and of course, Chinese comfort food from my childhood. I used to say, if I can't travel today, at the least my dinner plate can. And who knows, maybe one day I will have my own cooking channel, you never know. So, key takeaway here. Love doesn't always look the same. Sometimes we think we are showing love, but we might be missing how the other person feels it. Point 2, small gestures equal big love. Tiny things can say the most. My husband has a sweet tooth, and one of my little ways of showing love is giving him the last bit of my ice cream or pudding. You know, that perfect melting final spoonful. I gave it to him. He always says, oh, no, you have it. But let's be honest, he's hoping I gave it to him anyway. At first, I thought, isn't this enough to show I care? But I learned sometimes actions need to be paired with words too. Point 3, speak the love out loud. Saying I love you even imperfectly still matters. In my culture, we often show love without saying much. We cook, we clean, we check in quietly. But my husband needed to hear things like, I'm proud of you, I'm happy to be with you. At first, I thought, isn't it obvious? Look at all this food I made. Then one day he tried to say I love you in Chinese. He read a little note to me, a reminder to himself, that said, 我爱你. It sounded like a kung fu movie, but my heart melted, because it wasn't about perfect words, it was about trying. So, key takeaway here. Words don't have to be perfect. They just have to be real. Bonus point. Love in secret notes. Whenever I travel, I find little handwritten notes tucked away in my suitcase, my toiletry bag. Messages like, miss you already, safe travels, and I will be here when you get back. It feels like a hug hidden in my suitcase. Quick recap. Talk about how you feel loved. Mind reading doesn't come with a wedding ring. Respect each other's ways. Love has many styles. Meet in the middle through words, food, and share laughter, even spicy food. Laugh at the mix-ups. They are part of the journey. At the end of the day, love doesn't always sound the same. It doesn't always look the same, but when you listen with your heart, you realize you are both saying the same thing. I'm here, I choose you. Now it's your turn. What's the funniest and the sweetest way you and your partner show love? Tell me in the comments. I would love to hear. And if you are enjoying this series, don't forget to join me next time. See you soon.